Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining us today. We have had a pretty busy summer.
Very
Lots,
busy.
lots going on. So we are going to kind of do a popcorn update, I guess, and just talk about a lot of things that have been happening. We were able to go to a destination wedding this summer.
So one of my best friends and longest friendships I think that I've ever had is Jana Duggar, and she got married on our 9th anniversary. So it's super fun to share an anniversary, and we got to make a trip out of it and spend time in Arkansas, show Brandon some of my childhood memories.
It was kind of neat. I had never been out to their area of the country, never been to the Ozarks that I can remember. And so it was fun just traveling out to some new territory and seeing kind of where the Duggar family lives, and seeing different spots. Michael had different memories coming back to her mind of times she had spent there years ago. So anyway, it was really special to get to go to Arkansas for this wedding, and the venue they had was just gorgeous.
Stunning.
It was so pretty. We did a little photo shoot ourselves.
Take some anniversary pictures.
Right, and it was just so pretty, and the wedding was beautiful.
Seeing her so excited was it was so wonderful. Jana was in our wedding. She was a bridesmaid, and the night before our wedding, she stayed up super late with me, and we just stayed at a hotel together and stayed up late chatting and talking about dreams and life, and then getting to be there with her and celebrate and just see her come down the aisle. It was so special, and it just brought back a flood of memories of our friendship through the years, and then seeing her so happy was lovely.
It was fun too because her brother Nathan also lives out in that area in Arkansas, and I had never seen where he lived. Nathan lives in an RV, but it's not like a normal RV. Like, what do you call that?
He has done so much work to it. It looks like a tiny house rather than just an RV. He's done a good job. I guess I should say Esther's done a really good job with it. It's beautiful, and Kenna showed us around, and it was just so fun to get to see that part of their life in Kenna's own environment, because they come to mom and dad's a lot and they stay at the big house and we see them when they visit, but getting to see her in her element and just her excitement when Nathan got home from work, it was just, oh.
We wanted to make it a point to see their house, you know, their living space, their RV, while we were there. But Nathan, true to form, he made quite an epic entrance. He was not there when we arrived. It was just Esther and little Kenna. So she was showing us around, and then Nathan is starting to approach, and he does not come home in any normal fashion whatsoever. He's a pilot, as you know, so airplanes he flies, yes, but also helicopters. Well, today he arrived in a helicopter, and
He brought Dad with him. Dad and Travis had been with him to see the airport and where he worked at, so he brought them with him to see the living space. So, I mean, Dad's been before multiple times, but it was so cool.
Yeah, so anyway, I was sitting there listening for the hum, you know, oh, here he comes, you know, going out, so we were able to see him land, and it was pretty cool.
I wish I had captured a video of Kenna when she saw him start to land, because she was just, it was so sweet. She was beside herself with excitement. So we made a couple days out of our trip, and we were able to be there for the rehearsal, then for the wedding, and then a little bit longer, and just catch up with a lot of the Duggar siblings that I had not seen in years, as people get married and move away, and then we moved away. And so I feel like there were a lot of friendships that we were able to reconnect with and just get little updates on everybody's life and catch up with what's been going on. And so after all of the wedding festivities, we headed home, and one of the highlights of the trip was stopping in Nashville. We spent the night with Lawson and Tiffany and got so many baby cuddles with little Will. Got a few
so
grins,
cute.
and
So
he
cute.
has dimples, and it was such a fun time. Tiffany is an incredible host, and I mean, baby's very new, so she's still early postpartum, and she was like, come and stay with us. So I felt bad at first, but they were like, no, seriously, you can. So we stayed the night with them, and
She held the baby late into the night, so she took well advantage of that.
he's so precious, and he's just, his little features, and he makes expressions when he sleeps, and he's just so cute.
He is.
So it was a really special time to get to see them and spend the morning together before we came all the way back home. So it was a very meaningful trip. Lots of family, lots of friends, lots of pictures.
So that was a major highlight for our summer, getting to go out to Arkansas for the wedding. It was a really special time. But there's been a lot of other things happening going on here. Life has been kind of crazy.
Very, very busy.
Very, very busy, yes. I feel like a lot of life adjustments taking place. I have a new job now, have had it for a couple months. So that's been different. That's been fun, learning new things, learning new skills. But it's changed our life quite a bit.
Quite a bit. He has a very different schedule than we did. So it's not a typical 9 to 5 job or 8 to 5 job. It's a 5 in the morning to 2:30 in the afternoon. So we're becoming early risers.
So that's been a good, adjustment for us. But other things happening too. I feel like with our schedule shifting so early, I used to work from home and I would take walks in the mornings. I just love the morning hours before I would start work. And 4 a.m. just doesn't sound nice for a walk. So
I miss some of your sunrise walks though. He captured some we're so close to Norris Lake as we've shared before, but he captured some gorgeous videos of butterflies and spider webs and just the fog coming off the river. So I kind of miss those. But
So trips to Knoxville have amped up with my new job being located there. But that's not the only trips we take to Knoxville. As you know, we volunteer at Children's Hospital. And
it's the highlight of my week, I think.
You want to talk a little bit about
I love this so much. It took us almost a year to be able to get into the cuddling program, which is where we volunteer now. And we get a shift at least once a week that we just get to go in and snuggle the babies whose parents can't be there or whose parents aren't able to visit them. Some of the families travel more than an hour or two or have other children at home. So when they can't have their family with them, we just go from room to room and cuddle babies and sing to them and calm them down. There's such a, sense of satisfaction and fulfillment in when they settle down and they quit crying and they just cuddle up to you, and knowing that we can just be there when their parents can't be there and give them a little love is a very happy evening.
Yeah, it's definitely an adjustment from when we first started volunteering there, because you can't just jump right into the cuddling program. You kind of work up to it.
Work your way up.
And but it was a special first year also volunteering in. It was they call it the Child Life Floor, and it's basically young children, mostly 18 down. In that, we were just pretty much going from room to room asking if they needed anything or would like something, a game or a book or a movie, something to pass the time of day. And so it was fun interacting with the kids there on that floor, and they could say, oh, do you have this toy or do you have this craft or, something like that. And if we didn't know if you had it or not, we went on a search to try to find it. So that was a special season, just interacting with the kids in that capacity.
I feel like I love all of Children's Hospital, having siblings that have been there and siblings that have been in the NICU. It's just a really special place, and knowing not every big city has a Children's Hospital. I think we're the only Children's Hospital in like a 3-hour radius. So a lot of people come in from out of state. So just being able to meet their needs a little bit. So many people donate gifts and toys and toiletries and clothes to give to these families, because a lot of them come in emergency situations and they just ride with the ambulance. So they don't have any basic necessities, and just being able to hand those out. And, some people would ask for prayer, just being able to be with them, or sometimes the kids want to go outside on the patio and draw chalk or play ball, and being able to give mom and dad a few minutes to grab a shower or run to grab dinner and just play with the kids. And it's just such a special, special place. I love it.
A few other things have been going on this summer, keeping us busy.
We've had a lot of trips to the farm over the summer, which has been really special. Go back again just in a couple days. But last week, they actually had a really special time. Papa Bill and Mama Jane have not been able to travel very much, and some of you saw in our Valentine's vlog that Nathan flew them down to see us for the Valentine's Day party, and that was a short one-day trip. But just a few days ago, they were able to go with my mom and dad and Lawson and Tiffany to their beach house. And they've not been there in a couple years. I think they've just not felt up to traveling. They've had this beach house since before I was born. And they used to go every single summer and every single fall. But in the past, I guess, 5 to 8 years, they've really maybe only gone 2 or 3 times. They're just, health hasn't allowed it. So it was just...
Since you bring that up, I actually recall like little kid pictures of you at that house.
At the beach house.
Can you talk about your memories just a little bit there?
I have some really sweet memories at the Myrtle Beach house. They're kind of vague because I was so tiny.
Look, way out here!
Take that, Papa Bear.
But just being with Mama Jane's brothers and sisters, so Dad's aunts and uncles and my great aunts and uncles, and being held and read stories and going to the beach and, looking for seashells.
And it was really neat too because Papa Bill, with his dementia, as time goes on, there's less and less that he remembers, even family members when they visit. But we heard that when they went to the Myrtle Beach house, he remembered the place and he was excited to go, and it was just bringing back a lot of his years gone by. And so it was just, it did our heart good to know that, he was going to a place that he remembered and he was excited about. And it was...
I think there's so much joy in watching him find joy and when he laughs at the little things that trigger his memory.
But also we were able to have a family gathering last weekend, I think it was, and for Trace and Lydia's little guy, Riker, his first birthday. He's already went.
I know, it's so hard to believe.
It's so crazy. But that was really fun. It was almost everybody in town was there, right? From your family?
Much. And that hasn't happened really much this summer. There've been, different events at Mom and Dad's house where people would drop in, but we weren't all there at the same time. So Riker's party was so much fun. Lydia did a beautiful job. They put a lot of work into it, and his little cake smash was adorable. Getting to see the cousins play together and jump in the bounce house. They all have such sweet relationships. Just watching them all together at one event and just kind of take over the whole playground and shelter. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful sight. And they had so much fun. They make us feel so loved. They come up and they want to be held and hugged, and then they want us to hold two at a time. And it's just, we have so much love for them.
It's always a lot of fun getting to spend time with the nieces and nephews, and we don't just wait for family gatherings. We take opportunities individual families as we get them. But
we've had so many fun zoo trips. Usually because of car size, we just take one family at a time. Sometimes two, but normally just one. And just seeing their reactions to, right now they have a big exhibit at the zoo where they've brought in a lot of dinosaurs that are, I guess they're electronic or battery powered, and
animatronic.
And they growl, and one of them spits water. So just really fun to see the kids' excitement over seeing something new or which new exhibit's coming, and just hanging out and hearing a little more of each of their personalities and what excites them. So those are special summer activities.
It was really cute. Coulter, Bobby and Tori's little blondie, there was one dinosaur that you could, get up on the back and kind of ride the thing, but it had all these sharp teeth in this gaping open mouth. And so anyway, Coulter gets down at the mouth, to check it out. And I said, Coulter, can you pretend that he's trying to bite your head? And then he got his face up in there and he made the perfect expression. It's like, it's getting me, like, it was perfect. He was so cute and happy to oblige. It was quite exciting for him.
So it's just fun every summer getting to take the opportunities that my brothers and sisters give us to hang out with the kids. And then we celebrated your birthday.
The gray hairs are going to start showing more and more, I think, in the coming days.
But you're in your prime.
A few videos ago, we talked about things to do in Tennessee. We mentioned Dollywood, but we actually hadn't been there. And it was close to 2 years. It was quite some time, so we were able to go do that.
There's a whole new section that we had never been to. Big Bear Mountain.
Right.
Is that what they call it?
New ride we'd never
so
ridden,
great.
So we got to do that.
Fall time is my favorite. They have all these massive pumpkins out that they actually come in. I guess there is a competition, and they have all the weights near them between like 500 and 1,000 pounds. So just all the fall things and fall music, and we got cinnamon bread. And
that was delicious.
It was super great just to spend a day together in the middle of all the busy that we've had to just set aside and celebrate you and have fun together. And
I know we're well into September, but I'm just not ready to say goodbye to summer yet. But I saw from the decorations at the park, it's just kind of like, you know, seasons are changing. You know, the summer's
like a
over.
hello
and-
fall day.
Yes. So not a bad thing.
Brandon's holding on to summer, and I'm playing Christmas music every day while I paint ornaments, getting ready for our Christmas ornament release. And so
That's right. You're ready for Christmas.
I have Christmas music playing all day, every day while I paint.
Which,
So
by the way, if you're interested in Michael's Christmas ornaments, they are coming soon and they look beautiful. So
I'm
stay
working on
tuned
them.
for those.
Well, I'm having fun anyways. I open the window and enjoy the fall weather while I play my Christmas music.
Aw. So anyway, that's a little bit of what's been going on for us here lately. And thank you so much for joining us for this time.
Thanks for your interest in our lives. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for caring. Just thanks for keeping up with us. It really means so much to us. And
Yes, thank you.
I feel like so many of you we kind of know just through comments or meeting you at the different cash and carries, or those of you who have come up to us out in public and said hello. It feels really, really special that you guys care and that you watch our YouTube. And so thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And appreciate you joining us for this time. And we hope to see you next time.